Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, April 25th, 2025. I am Fredicia Liburd. Over the past 2 days, the Nevis Disaster Management Department, NDMD, facilitated training for potential emergency shelter managers in the Nevis Disaster Management Districts. NDMD Director Brian Dyer noted that the purpose of the course was to provide the participants with the necessary knowledge and skills to perform the required duties.
This training is important as we prepare for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. This training also is our second training that is being held to prepare our volunteers for the hurricane season and also to be a part of our shelter, our volunteer pool. It's important training as persons will be placed in teams to man our shelters during emergencies.
According to Dyer, the Nevis Disaster Management Department has completed its inspection of emergency shelters on the island and is in the process of doing remedial work ahead of the official start of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season on June 1st.
Emergencies does not always include storms or hurricanes, but there's a myriad of hazards that could impact us at any time, whether it's from explosions or bomb threats, volcanic eruptions, and the like. We may have to evacuate at short notice, and it's important that we have our shelters around the island in top shape. With these shelters being prepared, we need persons to man these shelters. It is a difficult task manning shelters, so it's important that we have a robust volunteer pool that can assist us in ensuring that the evacuees, persons leaving their homes during the period of crisis, they are comfortable as far as practicable in these facilities. So it's important for us to have a team of well-trained persons to handle the different situations that may arise in the shelters. We have to deal with not only the stress levels of persons evacuating from their homes, we also have to take care of the disabilities or persons with disabilities, children, persons away from their pets.
The training was facilitated by volunteers Alistair Thompson and Londi Esdale, who have been trained by the Bureau of Humanitarian Assistance, in addition to Javier Otley and Whitney Glassford of the Nevis Disaster Management Department. Given an emergency situation in which individuals and families are required to leave their homes and occupy a temporary shelter, the shelter managers should be able to determine resource needs, mobilize and secure them, maintain the shelter structure and equipment, prepare the shelter for use, operate the shelter with available resources, as well as establish and maintain effective channels of communications with relevant agencies and support groups. One bill will have its second reading when the Nevis Island Assembly convenes on Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. According to the order paper circulated by Clerk of the Nevis Island Assembly, Myra Williams, Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will move the second reading of the Nevis Online Gaming Bill 2025. The sitting will commence with the formal entry of President of the Nevis Island Assembly, the Honourable Michelle Slack Clark. This will be followed by prayers, a motion for the approval of the order paper as circulated, messages from the Deputy Governor General, announcements by the President, papers to be laid, statements by ministers, personal explanations, public business, the bill's second and third readings, resolutions, and the subsequent adjournment. The Nevis Island Assembly sitting will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. The Ministry of Finance in the Nevis Island Administration is inviting eligible candidates to apply for the role of Director of Nevis Finance. The island of Nevis has an innovative and pragmatic financial services sector renowned for providing high-quality services to international clients in the areas of trust, corporate services, insurance, and banking. The NIA is desirous of enhancing the visibility of the sector by establishing Nevis Finance, an agency within the Ministry of Finance responsible for the comprehensive marketing of the island as an international financial services hub. The ministry is therefore seeking an experienced individual to lead the agency through effective stakeholder engagement and the development and execution of a proactive marketing plan. Qualifications include a bachelor's degree in finance, marketing, business administration, or related field, at least 5 years experience working at supervisory level, especially in the financial services or marketing sector, and a strong knowledge of financial products and services. Applicants must forward their letters of interest, curriculum vitae, certificates of qualifications, and a completed employment application form by May 9th, 2025 to Mr. Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Human Resources, Nevis Island Administration, Social Security Building, Penny's Industrial Site, or email your application to hrd@nia.gov.kn.com. For more information, call 469-5521, extension 5160, 5161, or 5163. Still to come, Premier to host press conference. The details after this break.
I am Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. I am grateful to the architects of the Nevis International Financial Services industry. This industry has created significant opportunities for our people to develop skills and competencies that allow them to efficiently and effectively deal with our international clients. We are proud of the great strides that our island has made in banking, insurance, trust services, and regulatory administration. We now look forward to our thought leaders of the next generation who are pursuing qualifications in this very vital industry on Nevis.
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will host his next press conference on Monday, April 28th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Penny's Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The Premier's press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. Former NBA player Juwan Howard says he looks forward to continued partnership through basketball with the government of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Now, I had an opportunity to meet some great people, work with some amazing staff on impacting these young men and women here at these basketball clinics, as well as at some of the schools. It's been very touching to get a chance to work with them and also to learn from them as well. I would say this on behalf of the entire group, this has been a great trip. We're looking forward to building a relationship and looking forward to working with you guys many more years to come.
Howard was speaking during a courtesy call paid on Minister of Sports, the Honourable Troy Liburd, at the Cabinet Room of the Social Security Building at Penny's on Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Stuart Vasai, Director in the Office of the Prime Minister, expressed gratitude to the Nevis Island Administration for the part played in making the basketball camp held by the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, a success.
The Prime Minister had a vision and he really wanted to change the life of young persons, and he asked that he connected with Thomas Kelly to come in and see how we can create a better path for the youngsters, an alternative to what we are seeing, what we will see for both St. Kitts and Nevis. I would really like to give appreciation to Nevis, Scaba, Jakira, who did a magnificent job in bringing up the young persons from Nevis. In the first day, we had Nevis with about 40% of the participants. But in the second day, I think they had 90% of the participants. So, applause to Shakira and the team from Nevis for coming down and supporting fully.
The camp was held from Saturday, April 19th to Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025 at the St. Peter's and Sandy Point basketball courts. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.